Hello, divine creators. Welcome to the Meta Universe. We are Velastri. Thank you so much for joining us. It's time for a tarot reading. Let us see what Spirit would like to share with us today. Beautiful beings, we trust you are well. Let's see what's coming through today. Okay. At the center of the read, we have the Seven of Wands. Within we have, the Wheel of Fortune. Without we have the Four of Wands. Below we have the Page of Cups. And crowning we have Eight of Swords. Okay. And below, the Lovers. Okay. With the Fool card coming through, and Source said keep the Fool card with the Lovers. Okay. So that is the overall energy. New energies, new frequencies, new experiences coming through, a whole new life, a whole new way of being. It's a renewal, it's a rebirth, it's a whole new restructuring of who you are. And you see it here with the base being the Page of Cups, new emotional experiences, new ways of feeling, expressing, experiencing, new imaginings, new intuitive prompts, inner child awakened, innocence awakened, the exploration, discovery of you within innocence. So it really is about new experiences, new beginnings, new outcomes, new life experiences, new ways, opportunities, relationships within the Lovers, which is the divine love frequency, the Gemini energy, which is the twin energy, the co-creation between the divine feminine and masculine frequency, releasing the mind, the conditioned mind, releasing the conditioned heart, centering to Source, allowing all frequencies to be with Source. Now the twins are no longer in disagreement. The twin energy is in harmony, for both honor Source. The light, the shadow honor Source. Spirit and physical honor Source. Thus they take on the shape, the freedom, the limitlessness, the expression of Source. Okay. And they are the light. The physical is allowed to be whatever embodiment of Source it feels, just as the spirit is whatever embodiment of Source it feels like expressing. Both the physical and spirit are free creation, free will within the inspiration of Source, which is you, limitless, ever-flowing, eternal, co-creating within the harmony of you. And this is then the discovery of love. For now the spirit realm is able to then manifest within the frequency of Source. Thus you discover your spiritual frequency, and also the physical aligns with the frequency of Source. So you discover your physical frequency, your physical way through the eyes of divine love, the discovery of love. And you are now coming into this way of being, a discovery of you. Also, Source is saying it's time for destined experiences coming through now. Twin flame energy experiences. And what are twin flame energies? When you're at Source and another's in Source, it's a twin flame relationship. It doesn't have to be romance. It simply means the other being is within Source, thus within love. We're within love. You meet the other person within love. You co-create within love. Love at first sight. Because now love is seeing love for the first time. Love is co-creating with love for the first time. True love, not the conditioned love, but the discovery of love. So you both discover the love, you both discover the relationship, you both discover what you are to be. And it's with everyone who is within the availability of Source. All experiences within the availability of Source, the presence of Source, the acceptance and the expression of source, when you claim that you are source, when you be source, when you are source, when you acknowledge the source you are and you be it and you embody it, and thus everything then in your physical realm will now embody it, and that is the divine change happening. Everything is taking the shape of source, and so everything is changing, everything is feeling different, everything is feeling anew because of this divine change. With the Seven of Wands within, with these two overall energy sources saying, don't give up, don't give up. It is not, you're feeling the challenges, you're feeling that it's not easy. Maybe you're having a bit of challenge from external factors, other people not enjoying your transformation, other people telling you, no, what are you doing, you're being irresponsible, or you are being distant, or you're not being responsible, you're being complacent, you're being lazy, whatever it is. However you're feeling, the external world not agreeing with you, just keep on being there. Us as Velastri, our frequency, as Kemet Velastri, we feel our challenge is not necessarily anyone telling us not to do. We've released all beings who would ever oppose us from being who we are. It is more our own acceptance that we are on this earth with this human frequency at this time, and that yes, we are quite unique, and that yes, we might not have many people who understand where we are, who speak our language. Many of the other beings are still part of the human old conditioning, so they're still focused on conversations and experiences which we have long outgrown, but understanding that's where they need to be for their healing. They need to be there. It is not for us to shift their conversation to something where we are. They're exactly where they need to be. So it is us understanding our mission and understanding we're here on this earth and not losing hope and not feeling like giving up. For we can see how the energies at times work quite quickly and quite efficiently for others, for their integration is a lot more swifter. They don't have so many light codes to integrate as we do, where we still have a lot to do, as you also feel. You have a lot more to remember, to reintegrate. So we are still crystallizing before the realm can then start really accessing our light codes and manifesting it in the physical, because it's a realm of authenticity. We need to be in our crystallized truth before the abundance occurs, so we are reclaiming it, and it's just taking more time to load. If you're thinking of putting in software in a computer, the loading bar, we are still at the loading bar while others are already complete because they don't have so much integration to do, so they're already experiencing their abundance in their fullest capacity of where they are. And so for us personally, we feel it's this patience of don't observe what other people are doing, don't worry. Yes, things might be slow, yes, things might still be taking the time, but still a bit quiet, a bit restricted, but it's simply because the energies are working, because Source is saying absolutely the new beginning, the new experiences within divine love, that is the healing. That's what's happening right now, and it is coming. Be patient, all of you, be patient. You're not alone. Don't give up. Don't give up the fight, don't lose faith. You will overcome, you will be victorious. This is you victorious. Whatever challenge, whatever resistance, whatever it is, whether it's you personally, whether it's a mental challenge, emotional, whether it's external, physical, people, experiences, situations, whatever it is, you will overcome. You will overcome. Because within we have the Wheel of Fortune, and without we have the Four of Wands. We have a view of Table Mountain. The mountain keeps calling us, so we feel the mountain energy here with the Four of Wands, that foundation, right? And here we are, Source is saying, Wheel of Fortune, we are aligning everything in the physical taking the shape of you, everything in the physical taking the shape of Source, because here you are, the Divine Lovers card, being the embodiment of Source within spirit, within physical, within all areas, within all experiences. So everything now is going through this alchemy, where everything in your life, for everything is vibration, remember. Everything in the physical has a spiritual component. Even if it is these cards, this is Wheel of Fortune card, has a spiritual component. It's a frequency which to be the transmutation, the transition, the transformation, the alchemy of everything taking the shape of you within your highest frequency, thus your highest abundance. It wished to be that frequency in permanence, thus allowed a lifetime to manifest in a tarot card of the Wheel of Fortune in order to embody that frequency and heal through that energy. Everything is Source within light, physical, and within the spirit realm, the shadow. Which is why when we read, we co-create with the cards' souls. the spirit realm. We say we are Velastri. We don't say we are Kemet. Kemet is our physical component. We say we are Velastri, the shadow, the spirit, and we co-create with the cards, the spirit, the soul, which is why we can read the energy. We are co-creating on the soul frequency of the cards. Yes? So everything is taking the shape, everything in your physical realm, the spiritual aspect of everything in the physical is now taking the shape of source, for that's where you are now aligned. So everything has to honor that, completely in alignment of it. Everything honors. We honor everything. Everything honors each other where they are, likened energy. So everything now is aligning to source, which is powerful, because then in the physical, when it manifests, foundation and stable, which is why the cards now in the physical give us information, physical words, which are of a solid foundation, of a healing, throat chakra, of a truth, of source. So things in the physical now taking the shape of source itself, which is then a firm foundation. So yes, there's an alchemy happening where yes, you are going to get your beautiful reward. You are going to get that space of celebration. You are going to get that solid foundation. You are going to get the Four of Wands energy. You are going to get that those beautiful experiences, those contracts. It's time for you, and you're going to be receiving them, feeling them quite present right now. For this is the presence, physical, what's happening in the physical realm. Opportunities which are fair and balanced, co-creative opportunities which are fair and balanced, relationships which are fair and balanced and honest, and a firm foundation, fair energy. You are happy. It feels like home. Everything taking the shape of home, and the home of your source of spirit, not the conditioned home, but the discovery of the home, the discovery of the home frequency, discovery of the frequency of wholeness, of the frequency of balance, of a solid foundation, of stability, of fairness. Finally, things manifesting for you in a beautiful way. Celebration. This card also represents getting married. And what we're receiving is a deeper frequency of that connection, where it's more as opposed to the physical human, married and documents. Not that, not the egoic understanding of marriage, but rather the soul contract, that you are whole as soul, co-creating with another being whole as soul. And this is saying not only within human, but in all experiences, everything, all physical experiences, all physical objects, all physical everything in the light, bonding to you in that high frequency of source being source. So you're coming to this co-creation of marriage, but higher frequency. Please understand, when you say marriage, we're not speaking about the human understanding of marriage, of that codependency, you're mine forever. No, not that imprisonment of source, but rather the liberation of we are soul and you are soul, and we're co-creating together in the freedom and the liberation of the source we are. And the physical realm now honoring you in that way. So everything feels safe and home and stable. You don't have to worry. You don't have to be concerned that you're going to be let down or disappointed. You are simply safe, and you feel safe in all experiences and in all co-creations. When we utilize the tarot, we're never anxious, thinking, oh no, it's going to guide us wrong. No, we never, ever think that. We are always understanding that all we do is love, and it's a safe space, and the information we receive is safe. It's even if it's something we don't want to hear, it is to awaken love. So it is a safe frequency. And so you feeling the safety and the security of source within all things. Fascinating. And crowning, source is saying, oh goodness, yes, you might be feeling a bit trapped, a bit restricted at this time, feeling things are slow and delay. Nothing's ever changing. You just feel a bit stuck in time. I'm wondering, are you going to get your abundance? Are things going to move? Are things going to shift? And it's also saying, yes. It's not in your head. It's also saying, we're bringing out this card for you to understand, yes, we acknowledge that things are slow. We acknowledge that you might feel a bit restricted, but know it's exactly where you need to be, even though it feels like you've maybe done something wrong, you haven't done something wrong, or there's something more you should do, there's nothing more you should do. where if you are exactly where you need to be for these energies. It's a huge energetic motion and movement, and it requires a bit of time to take shape. Remember, in the spirit realm there's no such thing as time, so what we are anxious about in the physical doesn't exist. So they do not take that into account. It doesn't mean that the spirit realm or your source dismisses urgency. It's simply saying if you release urgency, then you allow everything to occur at the right time, in its fullness, in its wholeness. So know that you're not restricted, even though it might feel like you're restricted. It is not a punishment. It is simply where you need to be. And below, unexpected opportunities opening up, and you're going to find new ways of feeling, new ways of expression. Everything that has to come to a standstill. That's why it's this stop and this I can't see. Everything is stopped and I can't see where I'm going. Yes, it's the only way for you to stop the momentum of how you used to experience things, of how you used to know things, of what was conditioned, of what was a comfort zone. By the momentum stopping and by you not being able to know and see where you're going, finally you surrender. That's the only time you'll stop. If you still knew, you'd be going, actioning, even in energies don't serve you. If you were still able to do stuff and move freely, again, you'll be doing things out of panic, out of anxiety. So by everything being delayed and not being able to see where you're going, to navigate the spaces with the physical, but only through source, now finally you release the physical of being responsible for your navigation, of being responsible for your well-being, of your security. It was the only way in which you would actually stop and breathe and be still. So know it's for purpose, this energy. It's for purpose. It's for you to observe how you are still giving power to anxiety, frustration, impatience, whatever it is that might be causing the disruption of energies, and for you to release, understanding that's not source, that's illusion, that's illusion, that's illusion. For you are always protected, you're always safe, and you're going through a powerful transformation process. And for you to be open to new changes, as you are now in this, I can't navigate through the physical, I can only navigate from within. New inspiration, new ways of being, new ways of expression, new ways of feeling, new ways of awakening, inner child awakened, new emotional experiences, new emotional feelings, new freedoms, new allowances, just you finally moving and aligning through source. Page, new ways of sensing, new ways of navigation, which you hadn't before even knew existed, but completely aligning to the source you are, aligning to the new frequency of you, the new expression of you, the love of you, the discovery of the true love, the divine love within the source you are. Blessed be.